Last week on Straight Talk Africa, you talked about the Pope's visitor to Africa. Let's start with Kenya. Your impressions?
So he was obviously very, very overwhelmingly received in Kenya. And the same thing was repeated in Kampala, in the Ugandan capital. And so was Bangui. So the Pope's 6-day, 3-nation leg trip was incredible.
This was his first time visiting Africa, and he specifically went to those 3 countries that you've mentioned. What particularly struck you?
I think what struck me obviously was a Pope who probably could actually be characterized as a people's Pope. A man, to be very honest with you, that perhaps we haven't seen since the reign of Pope John Paul II, the man, of course, who was the champion and a bulwark against communism. But here is a man, an immigrant, son of Italian immigrants, who ends up in Argentina, and he is a man, to be very honest with you, who identifies very closely with those people who really are very ordinary, people who you would characterize as who are basically voiceless. He is there for the small guy, for the guy that lives in the slum, the guy that has been exploited by his politicians, by his leaders, a guy that is there for reconciliation, is there for alleviating poverty, a man, frankly, who is a champion of human rights.